We're live.
Cool.
Just focusing on your face there, kids. Perfect. That's it.
Probably a terrible idea.
Okay. We're live. I might join you for the... Oh, God, that's not the right chair. Oh, God. Okay, sorry. 1 sec. I'm glad the first stream on YouTube gets to watch everyone break my spine live on air. That's all good.
Is it ever the right chair?
I don't know. This is actually wrong for a completely different reason. What the fuck? Who was breaking chairs?
I don't know. I used this one.
This one functioned last week, but now it's like... Anyway, we'll just...
Perhaps
Trust
somebody is using the studio late at night.
You think?
I don't know. It's not me, unfortunately.
Wow, brown chicky, wow, wow. Will you click the link on the Facebook page just to make sure that everything's... Just to double check. I presume that. Yeah, let's click that there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yay.
Perfect. You could keep that open actually so we can just keep an eye on comments just in case there's anything. Just in case there's anything.
Fair enough.
There's one person watching. So.
Okay.
One person, if you have any questions, feel free to message in. We'll get around to them eventually.
Indeed.
Indeed. Okay, I'm going to join you for the intro today, I think. I feel like it. We haven't tagged on the intro. Just remember that the word's radio, Johnny, not wrestling, because you have wrestling in your head. It's down a little bit. Can I hear me? I can hear me. Tappa tappa. Tappa tappa. Oh, that's really cool in the headphones. Alright, YouTubes, let's get this on.
Hit and record.
Radio.
Hello and welcome to Kayfabe OrDie. I'm the Giz, and joining me, as always, is my partner in crime, Johnny Danger Deadly.
Como está, beachies?
Seva?
Is that French?
It is,
I
yeah.
was speaking Spanish.
I know, yeah. I don't
Cool.
speak French either.
Okay, that's fair. Okay,
Just that, you know.
that's good. I gotta say, very happy with the tag team intro today. That went very well.
Yeah, way better than I thought it would. Because
Yeah.
it's that actually.
I think you and I are working together too long. We're harmonizing.
I think when you and I start thinking the same stuff every now and then, that's when it's really bad. Anyway, we're going to get straight into things, and this weekend was really fun for us because Phoenix Wrestling hit Dublins, and it
Because
was
the only thing better than watching wrestling is watching wrestling live.
yeah, it was great fun. That match between Sean Guinness, and I can't remember what's the name of the guy he was going up against, the English dude. It looked like everyone was calling him Jesus.
Oh God, his name's gone out of my head now.
Me too, but it was a really good match, and it was weird because
That was a great match. He's got a nasty finisher.
Yeah, there was some solid hits, and I found myself weirdly enough kind of talking to you.
This is my day.
Yeah,
It is all of our days.
the best day of the world.
Yeah.
Best day of my life. It was great. And
The Bray Wyatt chant that came out was hilarious.
that insecurity from Guinness, that was crispy.
Yeah, great match. It was a great match. Actually, it was great matches all around. Raymond Creed had a blinder against DeVille. You'll have to pull up the fight cards there. Everybody's names have gone out of my head now.
I wish you had told me that I needed the fight card because I don't think I have it here. Hang on.
It's on their Facebook page. We'll get them in a minute. We'll come to that after near the end of the show.
I've got stuff written. Oh no, it's all gone. It's all gone wrong.
We'll be fine.
It won't be fine because I've gotten rid of my list of stuff. Now I have to try and find it again.
You just hit the
I know.
Okay.
Ah, no! Crap! Stupid technology.
Meltdown on here.
Mm.
It'll be okay. We'll start talking about Raw, and we'll get into Phoenix Wrestling later on, because it's just...
I've got the card. There we go.
Okay, good man.
Right. Yeah, it was Debbie Kittle versus Raven.
Debbie
Reed.
Kittle, thank you.
That was it. In was it first round or just the latest
Oh,
round?
no, sorry, Debbie Keitel, dude. Sorry, Debbie Keitel, sorry.
Right.
There we go.
Is it the first round or just a round in their Empress tournament?
A round in the Empress tournament. But these two ladies have some serious history of just beating the schmeg out of each other.
Yes, they do.
And the history continued here, where they beat the schmeg out of each other.
Yeah. We also had Rough Stuff against More Than Hype.
That was great.
It was, yeah, because it would tie into things later on in the...
Rough Stuff were kind of the good guys in this match, for a change.
I think it's because More Than Hype just came out being overly healed, so it's kind of like, you know what, we're going to go for the guys that look like we're going to put you through a wall.
Who insulted us less on the way to the ring?
Yeah! Actually, wait a minute, I don't think Rough Stuff
No, they
insulted
didn't.
Limerick
Yeah,
at all.
Yeah, they didn't. More Than Hype came out pretty
Insulting.
yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, played into things later on with the Steve Savage and
LJ Cleary thing. Yeah.
LJ Cleary match, yeah.
Dirty players, that's all they are.
Yeah. This was really good. That was it. Ever. That was the name of the guy that was up against Sean Guinness.
Ivor,
yeah.
yeah. He was great.
He was.
He was great.
Really, really good, solid hits.
He's like my Marty's Girl t-shirt, but we'll let that slide because he was larger than me. So.
And we also got, was it your man, was his name Tucker? Did the backflip?
Yeah.
Off the bar.
Yeah, your man from Flight Mode.
Backflip off the top of the bar, and when I say off the top of the bar, I mean if you've ever been in Dolan's, there's kind of like you can be on the balcony and there's a little ledge above the bar. He was on that. And
he was on the top of the bar, and Rough Stuff had a fight in the bar.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they did. Rough Stuff and the lads had a fight in the bar.
Yeah.
Like not around the bar, as in the bar. I think to the detriment and danger of some bartenders.
Possibly.
But yeah, good times. They got their head shoved under a tap, got some pure beer poured in their face. I don't know, because that could have been a bad thing if they were like up against Martina.
Yeah.
Martina's session not to be like supercharged. Yeah, but thankfully, considering they weren't against Martina at the session mot.
That could be something for another show down the line, I think.
But that'd be amazing.
You know, Martina's getting.
They shove Martina's head under a tap, pour beer into her face, and then she grows a foot and a half taller, goes green, and just starts smashing people all over the ring.
Well, better yet, do a stone cold on it. You know, just getting the crap kicked out of her, to feed her beer, and all of a sudden, oh, you know, made a mistake now.
Yeah. Should they do that when she comes down to the ring?
Yeah, but it's usually a bag of hills.
No, it was a can of Budweiser at the last show.
Was it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm thinking of the...
She took herself out on the way down to the ring, and then they had to charge her up again. But when they charged her up, she was ready to rock.
I'm just thinking of the old days of OTT when the Baggy Oaks and Foxy and just all going in his face and an explosion everywhere. Hilarity.
Good time.
Yeah, overall, the Phoenix Wrestling show of is it politically correct to shout
is it
suck
still,
it?
Is it still politically, or is it still politically correct to shout suck it?
Yeah, it was for us, we didn't care.
No.
Yeah, we didn't care.
Didn't bother me.
Overall, fun night
Awesome
out.
new Phoenix Wrestling t-shirts, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
Must get one.
Yeah.
Awesome. If you're a DX fan,
You'll appreciate it. Definitely.
Check it out on the website, or Billy Bedlam. I think if you look up Billy Bedlam, they're on sale. I think they're on sale on the Phoenix side.
Yeah. But overall, like a really good show. Very much looking forward to the next time Phoenix come back to Limerick. Crowd were well into it.
I gotta say, the Limerick crowd are great.
It's
not
because we like a good fight.
But I didn't realise there were so many bona fide wrestling fanatics in Limerick, because they're not just there to see a good night of wrestling, which they are, because you're going to get a good night of wrestling. But when this match is for one fall, all of Dolan screamed one fall, you know, and that that's always the sign of a wrestling fan, when they know the one fall gimmick.
There was some good chants today.
There was some great chants.
Proud to say I started one or two of them myself.
What did they start? Was it Discount Wyatt? They started singing it
Yeah.
over, wasn't it? Discount Wyatt. Slightly insulting, because I actually liked his character. He was that kind of rediscovered, newfound religion kind of
like
born again. Well, oh no, how do I put this? The on pointness of the chant wasn't lost on me, but I think he's in a different direction than Bright White.
Yeah. Look, at the end
Whereas Bray Wyatt's, I am the god and I am going to clean this earth with my madness. This guy is like he came out of AA kind of thing,
Yeah.
and he's like, I have rediscovered myself, and today is my day, and it could be your day too. And it was great. I liked it. He was kind of like, but the chant wasn't lost on me. But yeah, no, I thought it was good. Slightly insulting because I thought it was. He wears a hat, and they're both kind of mental religious characters.
there's also the big beard and the long hair.
Yeah, but it's wrestling.
This is true.
You can call everyone discount Bray Wyatt by that standpoint. He had no fucking tattoos. Bray Wyatt's covered head to toe in ink.
Also true.
Do you know what I mean? So, by that assessment, I'm discount Bray Wyatt as well because I've got a massive beard, long hair, and a load of tattoos. Not mentally religious though. Mental maybe, not religious. Not religious.
As we were saying, overall, really good show, and looking forward to the next one, I think, because it's,
I worship the Church of Deadly, and that is all.
Welcome to the Church of Noise. Therapy song.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay,
Of course, sorry.
so like I said, we managed to start our weekend in fine wrestling spirits, thanks to
And it was amazeballs.
Phoenix
Thanks to
Wrestling.
Phoenix, and then Monday came. Yeah, and it was Raw.
Oh, it was like,
It's like pulling teeth these days. Raw, it's very hard.
dear gods, there was a promo between Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey, and I actually got a headache watching it.
Do you know what the sad thing was? It was actually the best promo I've seen Nia Jax do.
That disturbs the ever-loving smeg out of me.
Am I wrong?
Not entirely.
Am I wrong?
Not in
And Tamina literally stood there and said nothing.
I think she was just there as like a bodyguard or something.
Tamina stood there and said nothing. It was basically Nia coming out and saying all of the reasons she was a great champion and Ronda wasn't, and then hashtag facebreaker, hashtag dreammaker, so on and so forth. Then Ronda comes down very upset and beefs off with Nia, and then Nia informs her, oh, this was all just a diversionary tactic to delay you for Tamina to walk 3.5 feet behind her.
Yeah,
Like Tamina was in the ring there the whole time. It's not a diversionary tactic if all she does is walk behind someone. And this was only one of a million things wrong with the show.
I mean, like,
Completely.
we started off with Corbin and Steph in the ring, and a bunch of bollocks there, and
No, we started off with Braun contacting us from a inverted commas hospital,
yeah, he's
letting us know that he's broken his shoulder, you've shattered my elbow, because they don't do any actual medical assessments anymore. What happened to you, Becky Lynch? Broken face.
yeah. Anyway,
What happened to you, Braun? Smashed elbow. That's it. He has a legit elbow injury though.
yeah, they announced the TLC match, and then it turns out his elbow is actually screwed. So
Yeah, he has but what happened to the elbow was to write him off so he could get the elbow fixed.
yeah, and then
Which I found a bit contradictory to the fact that I love the way they're like, oh, he's injured, we better find a way of writing him off. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll get a guy to drill really large metal steps directly into his injured elbow.
yeah,
That's how we'll do it. We'll write it off.
yeah. But anyway, like, I mean,
Perfect.
Yeah, promos on Raw
Yeah.
they were annoying.
It was crap from start to finish.
Ambrose's character is just going down the toilet, literally.
He's
He's like,
just a germaphobe now. That's what I've gathered.
oh crap.
He doesn't like Roman Reigns, and he doesn't like Rollins anymore. And the Shield are filth, and everything needs to be
Sorry,
purged.
I
and other-
apologise. I was reading the wrong Goran page because I still had it on from when we were looking at the Phoenix Wrestling things, and I completely had the promo with Corbin wrong, and it's them talking about not having Thanksgiving dinner. Jesus H, tap dancing, what the frack? That was
And Braun comes out and lets them all know.
so forgettable I actually erased it from my head.
Yeah, I think this was actually worse than last week.
Yeah, we ended up getting Elias versus Lashley, which, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but it was Elias versus Lashley that then got turned into Elias versus everyone.
Yeah.
And then didn't Corbin overturn something? Elias did get an actual heat run there, as in like good heat. Do you know, like as in he's just started beating the crap out of everybody for a minute, which was cool because he never does stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it's just,
You okay? You look like you're having a mental breakdown in front of me or something.
I'm trying to remember. Raw was so gore-out forgettable. I actually am trying to remember the detail. I've got notes and everything. I'm kind of like, these seem wrong because it seems like the same stuff that happened the weeks before.
That's because it was the same. Here's an indication. I know I was watching Wrestle Talk. This is why I know the facts. Since in the last 8 months, no, sorry, in the last 4 months, there's been 15 Rollins versus Ziggler matches.
I saw that, yeah.
And I think Luke said that works out as if you turned on any random Raw from the last 4 months, you have a 66% chance of watching a Ziggler Rollins match. And this reason I mentioned that is because number 15 was on Monday.
Yeah.
Because Rollins is sick of chasing. I don't think we actually need to go into everything from Raw. There was so much crap. Rollins is sick of chasing Ambrose around, so he's bringing back the Open Invitational tournament for his belt.
Yeah, Ambrose is just his character.
Yeah, Ambrose has turned into a germaphobe. That's literally it. He's getting injected in the ass.
Stupid.
Telling everyone how they smell and they're putrid.
He could have been a fantastic heel, and instead they're just once
I liked the natural story that they had before. The whole leukemia thing with Reigns messed his fucking head up, and he's just a guy that's grieving, and albeit grieving in a bad way.
Yeah.
You know, and there was this validity to it, but now he's just turned into every goddamn heel, except he's kinky, he's germophobic. Because that seems to be the thing. I wonder sometimes, is Vince germophobic? Because that's like the go-to line for every WWE heel. The smell of you, goddamn.
If you smell what the Rock's cooking.
He wasn't a heel though.
He was when he was doing that at first.
He was, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, he was. But
Anyway.
it's a running theme in the last 10 years.
Yeah. Look, as we were saying,
I didn't smell off you.
Raw was like
Crap.
yeah.
It was crap. It was total crap.
However, the flip side of that
It's
coin
crap.
is like
I actually just started playing PUBG Mobile in the middle of it. I literally did not. Pardon my language. No, I won't curse. Actually, I literally did not give a effing monkeys about a single thing. A single thing that happened on this show. Now, don't get me wrong. The Rollins Ziggler match was actually good, but they always have a good match. You're never going to have a bad Rollins Ziggler match.
However, on the flip side of things, SmackDown was bloody awesome.
SmackDown was freaking amazing.
It was like, you know what? Raw was so bad, let's like remind people that we actually know how to do stuff.
Pam was watching it with me. I actually had a mental breakdown, laughing my ass off when I saw Shane tweeting, standing beside the bloody greatest in the world trophy. I was like, he prints it everywhere. He prints it everywhere. just in case you forgot, I'm the greatest in the world. Just to let you know. And I own SmackDown.
Now, I'm not going to lie, when it started off with Usos versus the Bar match-wise, I was kind of like,
It's always good.
yeah, but it was a really good match.
It was a really good match, because you got the Usos in it. Those boys are great.
Yeah. You had, also match-wise, you had Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev, and this was really good as well,
This was
because
You got to see Rusev's butt cheeks.
Cock Nakamura just basically jumps Rusev,
Yeah.
Kinshasas him a bunch of times in the front of the face and the back of the head.
Yeah, standing up,
walks away.
kneeling down, pulls his pants down, throws him into a ring post, and then that's it.
Pulls his pants down?
Yeah, when he's thrown him in the ring post, his shorts come down. It was all over Twitter because he tweeted it out.
I luckily managed to avoid all of that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It was bloody great. And it means that I might be wrong, because I've been wrong about these things before, because they like to make people wrong about Rusev, but do I smell a storyline?
I think so too.
I think he might actually have a storyline with someone with a belt, finally.
Also match-wise, we had Kofi Kingston versus The Miz. This came about from...
This was okay.
Yeah, it came about from a decent kind of sketch that they did backstage, where it was revealed that Big E is secretly a Mariner.
He is a Mariner.
He's a closet Mariner. You know that.
I saw the trailer. It
The
actually looks alright.
The Marine 6, that film starring Becky Lynch. That was exactly the joke that they were using. Oh, that film that stars Becky Lynch. I want an autograph from Becky Lynch.
Yeah. It's great. Man, they're really plugging that fucking movie.
They are, yeah.
They're the
Well,
pretty big Marine
Miz
plugs.
has a kid now, so, you know.
All WWE money and the TV show money and the other TV show money and the merch money isn't enough for the kid. Did you see the size of the house they
I don't
bought?
know, dude. I don't know.
I don't watch Ms. and Mrs. I've managed to assemble everything from trailers
Fair enough.
that I've been force-fed on SmackDown. So, like, just in case you think I'm, like, investigating it, I'm not. Although it does actually look funny.
Promo-wise for SmackDown...
He's kooky outside of... Sorry.
Promo-wise for SmackDown, there was a couple of decent bits. I'm not going to talk about the main bit yet because it ties into the main event, and I think we should do that last.
Yeah.
We had AJ in the ring, basically just saying that he wants his belt back.
This is promo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
20 years.
Typical AJ promo. It wasn't a great promo, but it wasn't a bad promo. It was a promo.
20 years of Jeff Hardy, celebrating the career of Jeff Hardy over the last two decades.
Because I am, anybody who doesn't know me, I'm a bit of a Hardy file. I love them Hardys. They're great from when they were starting to when they were deleting. I love them. They're awesome. And I thought this was actually a really cool segment. And I have to say the little trailery thing they cut together for the promo package, bloody great.
Yeah, and it was weird having it introduced by Cole, but anyway.
But that's how they do it. I agree with what the Wrestle Talk lads. I actually thought he was retiring when I saw Cole in the ring. I was like,
yeah.
I was like, oh shit! They got pictures and Cole
and
and
not to
everything.
mention the fact that the entire SmackDown roster was standing up on stage watching.
And not to mention the fact that he got written off with an injury that he never actually officially got written off with.
Yeah.
Like as in he got written off with the injury, but then never actually stayed off TV.
Yeah.
And just kept wrestling. Do you remember the knee injury?
Yeah.
He never
I
think
I know.
So yeah, I was actually thinking he might have been retiring there. But no, it wasn't. It was just a really cool package, and it was to set up Joe where Joe comes down like a fucking badass
and completely runs down Hardy, and his entire shtick was, why are we celebrating someone that's basically spent their entire lives
fucked off their face and messing shit up,
continuously making the wrong choice.
I have to say Shane McMahon was great here, where he went to stop Joe and he was like, dude, this isn't the time or whatever, and then Jeff's like, no, let him talk, and then Shane's like, alright man, but try, like he just did that. Okay, out of my hands, Jeff.
Okay, alright, but remember, we're on TV.
No, this was all done really well, and you could even hear on the stage mic where like some of the wrestlers were talking in the background, where it was like kind of, oh, I can't believe he's doing this, what an asshole, all this kind of, like it was on point for once. Like all facets of that little section were perfect in my opinion, and as I said, the promo won me over because I got to watch Jeff murder himself for 5 minutes.
You would probably remember more than I do. Did Hardy have a match against Joe in Impact?
X Division.
Oh.
Joe?
No.
Oh, I thought that would be weird.
No. Someone else this time.
Do you remember when I said put your phone on silent?
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting my father to ring me in the middle of the show.
I know.
Because nobody ever does. Anyway, back to this, and I'll deal with him in a few minutes.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
They've had matches in Impact, which is why I thought there was another level of It's why I thought there was another level of validity to this, because I know Jeff messed up a bit in WWE, but Impact is where I thought there was a level of validity to it, that Joe was the one that was out delivering the lines, because Joe would have been there when all of this was going on.
Yeah.
And Joe would have been one of their main guys that got dropped, I suppose, a little bit when Jeff came in, and Jeff started getting the spotlight because he had the big WWE presence. So all historical reasoning behind it, if you were aware of the historical reasoning, all felt very applicable in this as well. So I thought it was just, as I said, just absolutely top-notch segment, start to finish. And like really rused me off. Like I didn't see this coming. I actually thought it was a retirement thing or something like that. Yeah. It was really good.
Okay, we're just gonna before we finish off on this, the main point about SmackDown. Well, it started off. This was just brilliant. Stone Cold, Becky Lynch.
That should have been the bloody SmackDown tune we did. Oscar. When we leave SmackDown and we put on music, it should have been Oscar's fucking theme tune. I haven't
done anything yet. I still can.
Okay, cool. That just hit me. Sorry, viewers.
Go on. You might as well talk. I'm going to be busy doing this.
There's an open invitation to put an extra member into the Becky Lynch Charlotte match for TLC, which is also really good to hear that Becky will be at TLC, and she seems to be back and clear to wrestle.
Yeah, it was Paige in the ring. She's got Becky there.
Yeah.
Flair
Paige,
comes out. They do their back and forth bit, and then it starts rolling out all the heel women saying they want the shot, and all the face women saying they want the shot, and then Stone Cold Becky Lynch turns around and just goes, form a line, I'll slap the heads off every one of you dopes. That was just brilliant.
I love it. And what I liked about that was it was such an Irish fight call. It was just like, why don't you line up and I'll beat the crap out of a lot of you.
Yeah, come on.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Awesome. which led to Paige announcing, you know what, we'll stick a third entrance into this TLC, and
Yeah.
we're going to have a women's battle royale, and
after a relatively okay battle royale, it wasn't mind blowing, but it was pretty good.
yeah,
I thought the Carmella section with God, she hit her super kick and a half. I have
into
to say,
Asuka's face.
yeah, I have to say that girl has been practicing those super kicks because my God, man, she nearly took that girl's head off.
Yeah.
It was a savage super kick, and I gotta say, well done, Carmella, because ordinarily, actually no, she's been her super kicks were always good. They were like right in the face. Yeah. Well, I mean, Jeff Hardy got to a stage now where he's able to here's the story. I got a bit of a messed up back, so I'm going to be hitting you with that swanton. There's no nice way about it. I'm going to fly through the air and just land on you because it's either it hurts you or it hurts me, so I'm going to hurt you. Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, but anyway, mediocre match, long story short, because I know we do need to get kind of rolling on. But Asuka wins. Everything's fucking awesome.
I like to think they're going to be building up Asuka while her having the
God, I
command
hope so.
performance in that match and breaking everybody.
God, I hope so.
And they'll need to do if it's going to be Asuka and Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch in TLC, considering that that Becky and Charlotte did just have that fucking fantastic last one standing match.
Yeah. Oh, God.
That was awesome.
Yeah, but see, man, Asuka comes from a school of training where she could do a last man standing match like that. Hella well.
Yes.
Is
Indeed.
it
TLC.
Is it a TLC match?
Yeah.
Jesus, yes.
Exactly.
Tables, ladders, chairs.
Oh my.
I'm liking. I have to say, I like their theme tune.
Yeah.
It's
We'll play it at some point. But
it's
not this
straight
week,
and to the point.
week
We'll
before.
play it in a week or two when it's kind of closer. But it's so straight to the point. It's just we need some awesome background music, and we just need a guy with a cool rap voice to just repeatedly in different tones go tables, ladders, chairs.
There's also lyrics which I know you love so much.
Tables, ladders, chairs.
Anyway, that pretty much rounds things off for main roster stuff. Raw sucked balls. SmackDown
Raw
was
sucked
bloody
balls
awesome.
and SmackDown was amazing.
Yeah. To play us out and into our next segment, since she won the Women's Battle Royale and since she's being included in things,
On the fly call. Do 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 boo doo doo.
it's Asuka.
Ow. Ska. Bow now now. Bow now now.
Fuck did he want? What?
Sorry?
Ringing me to tell me not to do something I wouldn't be doing anyway.
Remember we're live. Just letting you know.
It's alright, it's not like any members of my family watch anything I do anyway.
Oh yeah, no.
Shane might, Shane Mack, if you're watching, well done. But apart from that, because he likes the wrestling he does.
Is it?
Oh yeah, I was actually kind of surprised we didn't run into that show. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
I like that. I like that trio of Dakota Kai and.
Io Shirai,
Oh yeah,
Harry
that was great. 45 seconds of television.
actually just doing something when they were on the screen. No. So I was listening, but I looked up and they were on the screen again.
Should rewind. It's great. Oscar.
Indeed, that was of
Love it.
course, yeah. The Future, which is Asuka's theme song, as you said, her dominating in the SmackDown Women's Battle Royale,
Yeah. She did. She did. It's great.
and therefore earning herself a place in the TLC match again with Becky Lynch and
And
Charlotte.
there's story there as well, because that's where.
Like I said, they drove Asuka into the ground since they let Charlotte beat her, which was a mistake.
Bad move,
I
WWE.
mean, it was such a terrible mistake.
Yep.
And hopefully this is the opportunity to actually build her back up and be the awesome sauce that we all know she should be.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally agreed.
So anyway, that brings us up onto NXT. Now, this week NXT is on the road, and that meant that we got some interesting
Pre-taped,
matches.
isn't it?
Well, it's always pre-taped with NXT, but
Yeah.
they're
But particular pre-taped this time.
yeah, kind of, yeah. There we go.
But it's pre-taped with a match between Lars and
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
But to kick things off, we had Lorcan and Birch
This is
against the Mighty. Of course, it was great.
This
It's
was
Lorcan
great.
and Birch.
And the Mighty, which I know, like, they're, I know they're dicks in relation to storyline. TM619. But, oh man, they were, great match. Absolutely great match. They were brilliant heels, and Lorcan and Birch were great at being good guys while punching people hard in the mouth.
See, that's just it. It's because Lorcan and Birch, I think it's because the NXT fans have seen the two of them in matches on their own,
Yeah.
being consistently solid strikers. I don't remember seeing a singles Lorcan match that didn't have somebody bleed.
Especially when it was him and Birch. The two of them were bust
This-
open
yeah,
every
this-
match.
this
House
is my-
shows people. House shows, and
this
the two of them were knocking teeth out.
This is kind of my point. You know, you had both guys in some very strong matches against other people. Then they go up against each other, and it's kind of like, you know what? You and I, we're beating the crap out of each other. Let's go again. They keep was it 3 matches that they kicked the crap out of each other
They
for,
beat the schnot out of each other, yeah.
and then they decided, you know what? Let's see what we can do if we're together beating up other people. And they've been fantastic. That
Well,
championship match
they
they
gained.
had,
The storyline is they gained mutual respect from just beating the crap out of each other so much.
yeah, and decided, you know, if we're
Hey, do you know what? You're able to take a lot of crap kicking. Yeah, hey, do you know you're able to take a lot of crap kicking? And hey, do you know what else, man? You're able to dish out a lot of crap kicking. Hey,
let's go kick the
you two.
crap out of a lot
What
of
if
other
we
people.
combine our crap kicking powers and duo crap kick?
That tag team championship match they had against the against Undisputed.
Undisputed Era. Jesus Christ, man, that's one of the best tag team matches I've seen in years.
Yeah, that was brilliant. And like
It's
I said,
absolutely great.
so this time around we have them in action against the Mighty and
Do it again.
the Mighty.
The Mighty? I don't know what that was. I'm trying to do it the way you did it. I can't do it. Move on.
Right, fair enough.
Okay. The
Um,
Mighty.
yeah,
Yeah, you didn't say it like that.
I did.
Do it.
The Mighty.
The Mighty. Crikey.
I've never been accused of being able to do good Australian
And
accents.
you won't be.
Fuck you, mate.
That was English.
I stand. Anyway,
Fuck me if I was to go any deeper into it. But anyway, moving on.
yeah, people have said that before. So yeah, you had Lorcan and Birch picking up the win against the Mighty. I'm going to keep doing it just to annoy you.
The Mighty.
Yep. Next up, we had a returning EC3, who it seems
It was great.
NXT.
He was there to
doesn't know
cause some
exactly-
trouble.
Yeah, but NXT don't seem to know exactly what to do with him.
That's because he is just sitting there until they move him up.
Yeah, I think he was
And
supposed to be moved up
I was
earlier,
reading
kind of
during the week he's getting moved up soon because Vince, the minute, as you would imagine, the minute Vince saw him,
likes big
was like,
sweaty men.
yeah, well, the minute Vince saw him, like, there was never any intentions of him. It's also why he hasn't got a major push in NXT at the moment, and he's just had some really good matches with some really good people because he's getting moved up soon
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's told Vince material. Same as Lars.
Well,
I don't know how they kept Lars away from Vince actually for so long, to be blatantly honest.
with a large stick or maybe a distraction. Look over there, there's guys
Well,
over
from the
there.
way he only found out about the promos, I'd imagine it was he didn't even know he
Where's
existed.
this guy been the whole time? Get him here now.
Where did that happen? Oh, he's been there for months. Why wasn't I told? Triple H said explicitly,
Not
don't
to
show
tell you.
Vince.
Triple H wanted to play with him for a while. Well, I want him now. He's my toy.
Big boy, get in the ring.
I'm gonna make him a star.
Somebody write his name on the back of his shorts.
It's already there.
Yeah, but that's a recent thing.
Oh.
Do you remember he used to just have red
Oh,
shorts? Yeah, yeah.
Good point. Good point.
It does look like he just duct taped his name on though.
Before that, though, we had EC3 going against Marcel Barthel.
Yeah,
who was in I think he was in the UK Championship.
he was, and he had some match with Ricochet or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the stereotypical angry German dude.
Yeah.
Super stereotypical actually, because he gets like a hair's breadth away from historical significance on a couple of occasions. Where
I would liken him more to a Kaiser than anything else.
yeah, all right,
There's
I'll
an
accept that.
important difference in stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, up next we had
Good save, by the way. Thank you.
Up next we had Vanessa Bourne versus Mia Yim.
This was great.
It was, yeah,
This was
because
great.
like Vanessa Bourne has been coming out and having fantastic matches. Mia Yim,
Dressed as
as
a dominatrix.
I was going to try and avoid saying that because
Yeah, I know we said that. Well, we already said it in the first episode, so there's no point avoiding it. It's out there. She dresses like a dominatrix.
Yeah.
She does. I mean, Ian dresses normal, but it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and violent too.
It was a great match.
I
Yeah.
actually
Vanessa Bourne, she deserves a bit of a push, man, because she's a hard hitting lass. She's
to
really
be
good.
fair, they've had her in against some tough competition in
Yeah.
regards stiffness and matches.
Yeah. And she takes it. Like for someone who like is a cheerleader, like boy almighty, she can dish out a kicking.
Interestingly
She's
enough,
got a serious Northern Light suplex.
yeah. Interestingly enough, I'm more thinking of Mia Yim in this match just because I've never seen her wrestle before getting that leg injury that changed her style. Mia Yim used to be a high flyer.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually never saw any of those matches, but I've seen her after she got a severe leg injury, had to completely change her
Broke her leg in
approach.
like 3 places or something.
Yeah, had to completely change her approach to the wrestling, concentrate more on submission and grappling.
Because if she
stuff.
jumps from her top rope, she'd probably break her leg again.
Well, doing the kind of stuff I'd imagine she used to. But yeah, overall, once again, Vanessa Bourne versus Mia Yim,
Yeah.
really good
Any
match.
Vanessa Bourne match never disappoints me, to be honest. She's a great half to have with someone else.
Yeah.
She's great at making people look good. You know, good
Now,
seller.
just briefly, the only real promo that was worth mentioning before we get into the main event was Io Shirai, Dakota Kai, and Kairi Sane.
Sorry, I actually got a shudder there. I don't know what happened. I'm not joking. I actually got a
Sorry.
shudder.
Anyway,
Don't shift off.
issuing a challenge to Baszler and friends.
Yeah.
So this
I feel that's a terrible idea.
uh,
I think they're going to get tuned up.
I don't know. It all depends. But it's clearly also the building for what will eventually be at some point the long-awaited four horsewomen versus four
Well,
horsewomen.
I think what's happening is that you need for that 4 horse woman.
Oh, son of a diddly! I figured it out.
Well, they need to have them as a trio and build up the trio, and then move the trio up, and then Ronda just slots in as the leader, I suppose.
No,
What?
that's not what they're going
You
to
look
do.
like you're going to have a meltdown. What?
Okay, so as we recently found out, SmackDown's moved to Fox is going to be getting shown on Friday
Yeah,
nights.
they're all going to go SmackDown.
They have already revealed that Ronda Rousey is planned to be moved to SmackDown. So,
Well, it's not locked in, but it sounds like it could be a big.
oh, the best way of doing it.
But for you to do the faction, you need to build the faction up first, and then move the faction up.
No, you don't.
Why?
Becky fucking Lynch.
What, did they all come in to help Becky?
No.
What?
Well, Ronda's crew.
What's going through that weird little head of yours? Okay.
They're moving Ronda to SmackDown. This is because at
I'm
the end
aware
of the day,
that-
we didn't get Ronda versus Becky.
No, they're moving Ronda to SmackDown.
Because of the Fox thing, it's multiple
Yes.
things. We still haven't gotten Becky versus Ronda.
Can I finish the one line? That's actually news applicable. The reason they're moving Ronda to SmackDown is because SmackDown's moving to Friday nights on Fox. Fox is a sports channel, and they would like more of the legit MMA names on the SmackDown brand because they think it'll get more of the genuine
Well,
fight fans
they
in.
also want SmackDown to be less comedy orientated.
Yeah, they want SmackDown to be more sports, which
They want SmackDown to become NXT.
yeah, they want Yes, that's literally what they're saying, which I'd say is killing Vince.
So we have
This
Ronda.
sounds like it's getting very sports. Yes, doesn't that mean that sounds like I'm going to have to very sports taxes? That's bad grammar, but yes, the sports taxes you're going to have to do.
Or worse yet, he's going to have to very put up with the word wrestling again. Yeah. Anyway, back to my
Sports-utainment.
Anyway, back to things because it's really bloody obvious. You have Ronda Rousey move over to SmackDown, whereby she's never actually gone up against Becky Lynch because we didn't get to have that because it all went sideways thanks to Nia Jax being hashtag annoyance. So, Becky starts.
This is all going to fall out before Fox, though.
No, it's not.
The Fox move is until October. WrestleMania is before October. They're going to definitely have a match at WrestleMania.
So it's still going to be a thing whereby when Ronda does eventually move over to SmackDown, it's going to be her against Becky. Because it's going to be it's going to be the most obvious thing. You have.
I
Becky
think they're going to build up. I genuinely think
Ronda
they're going to build.
backstage.
I genuinely think they're going to build up the three ladies in NXT,
It
and
won't
then
matter. What's the most important thing we've learned about NXT in regards how main roster stuff uses it?
okay, take Undisputed Era as a template, right? What they're doing now is unbelievable, and they're a solidified faction.
Yeah.
Right. Now.
Yeah.
What's better, them moving up, solidified faction, ready to fucking rock, or move them up and stick them together while they're on SmackDown and have to do that stupid bullshit storyline that they need to do, where they need to prove that they're a solidified faction. Undisputed Era are ready to move up, and they're ready to be rolled out as a faction and start four-man murdering people left, right and centre, and then a bunch of the good guys are going to have to squat up and go for it. So I feel they're going to do the same thing with the horsewomen, because outside of Ronda and the weird I'm friends with everybody until they decide to fight me and then we're not friends thing that they're doing on Raw, which is what they're doing with literally everybody in the women's championship now, because they don't know who's friends or not. And to be honest, it does make the whole women's division look just very bitchy at each other, because it's like, we're best friends and you don't talk to my best friend like that, and then 2 weeks later they're all like, oh, you said that about me, I'm going to kill you, and all that kind of thing. Anyway, regardless, I think they're going to faction the three ladies up and use them as they are already doing, because they're factioned off and they're jumping in and doing people. Then they're going to go up. I don't disagree with you that something's going to happen with Becky Lynch, and I would imagine the other three birds are going to come in and interfere, and then either it'll start a storyline or Charlotte. You see, for that to all work, they need to get Bayley and Banks over to SmackDown as well.
No, they don't.
Bayley and Banks are the four horsemen. It was Bayley, Banks, Charlotte and Becky. Yeah.
They don't need to have them over in SmackDown permanently, though. They just need to have them do run-ins.
They do.
Which has already been stated. They intend on possibly having
Raw stars coming over and back.
Now, my point is this. You're absolutely right about everything. You're just forgetting one important thing.
What?
Main roster doesn't give a flying fornication about anything that happens in NXT. In regards to history, it doesn't matter how built up you are in NXT.
Can guarantee
because
you,
as far as they're concerned, that doesn't really...
Unless it suits them. Unless it suits them. They were great for showing all the Oscar packages and Oscar NXT run and all of that stuff when it came up. And they're great at showing NXT storylines to back guys up when they actually know what they're doing with them. The problem with what they've been doing with the call-ups at the moment is they've been calling people up with absolutely no idea what they're looking to do with them. They have a very, very, to the point that the entire wrestling community knows what the plan is. So I don't think it's going to be the usual NXT thing. They're going to back that up with NXT footage to show how strong these three chicks are, and then it's already solidified because you had Ronda Rousey making appearances there when they all started showing up in the crowd with the two girls while Baszler was doing it. I really, really think they've been setting all of that up for packages and all of that shit to show how solidified they are. To be blatantly honest, it's going to be a different way that they've been doing with everybody else, because there's a significantly solidified plan there since day one that Rousey came in, and since day one that the other three landed in contract.
Which is all going to boil down to one simple thing. Ronda's going to be in the ring against Becky.
Yes.
Becky's going to be kicking the crap out of Ronda, and her friends are going to run in.
Yes, I do agree with that.
And that's it. There will be that'll be it. It won't matter what they do in NXT. It won't matter how much of a reputation they've built up.
We're going to have to wait for the times to tell, I suppose, because
we can see it from Sanity. We
it's
can see it from every single wrestler.
No,
I can see
hang
from every single
on
wrestler
a moment now.
that gets
Sanity.
put up.
Sanity blatantly got moved up before they had any idea what they were looking to do with them. They were just like, they're hot as hell, let's get them off. That big hairy dude's good, except we're going to need to shave him and put him in a singlet, which is what they did. They had no plans for Sanity whatsoever. They came up, they steamrolled the
never seem
cup.
to have plans for anyone.
Yes, but
barring their first
yes,
month or two.
what they do with the 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen.
They know one thing they're doing.
No, they know exactly. Trust me, they know exactly what they're doing with them. That has been a big mechanism cog since day one of Rousey signing in.
Yeah.
Look how quick the other 3 got signed in and rolled in afterwards. It's been a big plan. That's going to get handled much differently to everything else. They're building up Baszler so that then you have the whole like Asuka level dominance that she has, and Rousey's dominating everybody bar the Flair beat down. And I don't disagree with you that there's going to be a run in, and that's how it's all going to happen. But I don't know if it's going to happen before WrestleMania is what I'm saying. I think everything's going to have to play out the way we pre-discussed before.
Hang on a minute. When is WrestleMania?
WrestleMania is like January, February, March, April, May or June or something like that, isn't it?
It could happen before WrestleMania.
Yeah, they could move them up before WrestleMania. Yeah, I mean, they might like.
Actually, at WrestleMania, that could be it.
Yeah, like I think it'll be now. That makes sense because then you have
Bailey and Baze and Banks there as well because
and they also
everyone's there.
you see, this is what I was saying. Totally agree with you now because it's a unified event.
But once again, my point still remains the same. Building wrestlers up in NXT is only efficient insofar as wrestling fans and how we view them. At the end of the day, when they're actually transitioned up, 99.9999 and infinitum, whatever they've done in NXT is pretty much
I know. But this is not trying to sound like EC3 here. This has actually been. I know we're not getting through the news the way we planned, but this has been. I'm liking this. Not trying to sound like EC3 here, but that top 1% that you're talking about is where they are in Vince's head. Vince, since day one of having Rousey in, this is the plan. This is the plan. Trust me, they've been building it up. Look how quick Baszler got a belt.
Yeah.
Look how quick Baszler got a belt.
Okay,
and then
so
the two girls.
hang on, my prediction. Okay,
This all started. The only reason I think she got derailed with Kairi Sane was because Kairi Sane had won the Mae Young Classic
and she hadn't. Well, look, for whatever.
So
all this, we're going to be getting Kairi Sane, Io Shirai, Dakota Kai going up against Baszler and company.
Yeah.
Like I said, probably at an NXT takeover or something like that.
Something like that. They're going to keep sticking random sets of 3 women together to just get fed to these chicks until they get moved up. It's what.
No, wait, the it's too early yet.
Yeah.
Damn. I was going to say the next takeover, you could have the 6-on-6 match, and then they're in the same place for WrestleMania, and then they run in and do their WrestleMania.
They'll also, I think, they'll end up having American versus the Asians. I think you're going to end up having Io Shirai and Mia Yim, and I know Mia Yim's not like. I can see Io Shirai, Mia Yim, and Kairi Sane going up against them as well.
Okay, fair enough.
You know the way they like that. They're from this country and we're from America.
Crap, time's it?
Hammer time.
No, okay, we're going to finish on NXT UK. We'll just get into stuff quickly here.
Okay.
Yeah, as always, NXT UK, really, really good. We had 2 shows.
Yep.
First, kicked off with Mia Brookside and Millie McKenzie tagging against Charlie Morgan.
I'm loving Millie McKenzie more and more every week.
Yes.
Yeah, Killer Kelly's back. Millie McKenzie is turning in. You can see the Pete Dunne in her.
Yeah.
She hit one of those girls with an elbow. Whew.
Charlie Morgan. Actually, Charlie Morgan, I've heard a few different pieces about her, and I haven't seen her doing as much high-flying stuff as I thought I kind of expected to see from her, but still really good matches. Killer Kelly is always...
Killer Kelly's great. The Portuguese kick machine. Yeah. It's absolutely great. And Brookside and Millie McKenzie, both brilliant. As I said, Millie McKenzie's blowing me away every match.
The 2 of them are like 18 and 19 years old each.
Yeah, it's actually very impressive to see, and they held a great match.
Yeah.
This was a great like you hear us talk about Raw and we're like, I'm sick of watching women tag team matches at the moment because it's just the same BS the whole time. This was feckin' awesome.
How it should be done.
This was great. This was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I'm loving Zaya Brookside's got some power behind her for such a little chick.
Yeah, that shining wizard shield.
Oh, rearrange your jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else do we have?
Next up, we had Eddie Dennis versus Ashton Smith. Now, this is
great.
something they've been kind of building for a couple of weeks. The whole
Eddie Dennis, the judo wrestling master / former headmaster.
headmaster, yeah. And
Yeah.
Ashton Smith, what was it? Ashton Smith, Pete Dunne.
Tell you what, kid's got good grades in his school, or he'd beat the
Yeah.
corporal punishment.
But no, I like how they've been building Dennis as like this kind of heel. He's just ticked off that all his buddies got places ahead of him, and
Yeah,
now
I
he's
was
there.
busy doing an actual job. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it was great.
You know, it's great. He's good. He's a cool powerhouse. Solid kicks, solid punches, some great wrestling moves.
Next up, we had a return of Saxon Huxley, or as they're calling him.
Tarzan Jesus.
Yeah.
Tarzan Jesus.
Going up against his partner from last week, Joseph Connors.
Joseph Connors. This is a great match.
Yeah,
These two
it
guys
was.
beat the shit out of each other. They literally. I don't think there was a wrestling move for 5 minutes. I think they literally
brawled.
just popped the head off
Yeah,
each
it
other
was
for a
great
solid
fun.
5 minutes at the start of the match.
Crowd really getting into it as well.
Yeah,
as
it was
always.
great.
I mean,
But when
that's
you
what-
got Tarzan Jesus chance floating around.
not to mention Judas.
Judas. Oh yeah, God Almighty.
They're
Yeah, it was
calling
great.
Joseph Connors Judas by the end of it.
Yeah, it was great.
Um,
You're a sinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Really,
It's
the
great.
crowd really gets into it. Now, the main event for the first show is
Oh, Devlin.
Pete Dunne
versus Jordan Devlin, the man who's going to turn into NXT Ireland,
featuring the UK.
featuring the UK. This was brilliant.
It was.
This was absolutely brilliant. Jordan Devlin hit Pete Dunne in the middle of this match with a rolling elbow that was so hard into the face. I thought he actually. Now, I also have to say, in credit to Pete Dunne for selling moves.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought he knocked Pete Dunne clean the fuck out.
Yeah.
Pete, he hit him with the elbow, and Pete Dunne's head just snapped back, hit his shoulder, went up, and then he just dropped, and it was absolutely jaw rattling. And that wasn't even one of the hardest moves in the match. This match was just, as you can imagine from a Pete Dunne Jordan Devlin match, very hard hitting, very fast paced, lots of technical moves, because these are two guys who can brawl but can wrestle.
And also, like, they really know
There was
how to be nice.
some great joint manipulation out of both guys.
The finish, I thought, was very
The
good.
finish was great.
And
there were so many close falls. I genuinely thought that title was changing hands on several occasions.
I can see, because of the way the match ended, I can see a rematch in the offing. Even watching the match myself, I was kind of like, hang on a minute, and then they said it later on, and I was kind of like, yeah, okay, yeah, because it was one of those finishes where Devlin's fingers just touched the rope, and before he can get a proper hold, he's dragged off it.
Yeah.
And just the extra added horribleness from Pete Dunne.
Yeah. No, I have to say that match absolutely blew my. I think I rang you straight after I saw it.
You did, Jack.
Yeah. Oh man, that match blew my chops off. Now it was absolutely great.
As always with the NXT UK, when it comes to their promo stuff, they're doing it, keeping it very much like we were saying, very sports orientated. Their promos are, either interviews backstage or the occasional person in the ring. But for the most part,
That's not what I was looking for.
Oh, okay, far up. Sorry, I don't know what you're looking for.
I was looking just to check to see if there any comments on the YouTube page.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
No,
That's right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
As always, like I said, their promos are very. The promos are very sports oriented. Promos good. No bollixology. Promos good.
They're very. I'm better at fighting than you.
Yeah, or
That's
else highlighting someone new that's going to be coming in.
Yeah. Moving on to episode 2 because we've got to hurry it up.
Yeah.
We had a great discussion, but it ran way longer than planned.
Show 2 was supposed to start off with Joe Coffey versus Sid Scala, but instead Sid was not geared for wrestling, so he brought out Tyler Bates.
This is a great match.
It was,
This is a great match, and then interference came down from the Coffey faction.
Yeah, Coffey and Wolfgang jumped in.
As you would expect.
Then
Trent Seven came down to help out Tyler Bates.
Trent Seven was already down.
The Coffeys came down.
They were messing about.
The Coffeys came down, and it was a bit of tomfoolery.
Yeah.
Then Trent Seven came down. Then the entire crowd went mental, and I'd say the walls sounded like they were going to fall down because everyone, if there was a chair or a metal barrier or whatever, they could slap their hands off of. They were slapping it. It was brilliant. It, visually looked great. Then
the match ended in no contest.
The match ended in no contest because there was interference. Then
Wolfgang and Coffeys jumped in.
Yeah. Then Trent Seven jumps in. Then there's a big melee, as you would imagine. Then, as you would imagine as well, because Mustache Mountain are 2, and the Coffee Faction are 3. Numbers game starts to come into faction, and then
Eventually, Pete Dunne would come
Pete
down,
Dunne rolls
and British
down,
Strong Style
and
ends
then
up clearing
the
the ring.
chance of British Strong Style.
I think we know what's going to be happening next
Yeah.
with that.
Well, it's the one thing they've been lacking in there was factions, and I'm a big believer in factions make wrestling good.
Yep.
Look at New Japan.
Up next, we had Ligero going up against debuting Dan Maloney.
It was alright.
Yeah, it was a really good match. Dan Maloney.
Great Ligero
was- the event was held in Blackpool, and
Yeah.
I think Dan Maloney is from Blackpool. So yeah, it was
Home crowd vibes.
really good showing.
Yeah.
Afterwards, we had tag team action with Amir Jordan and Kenny Williams going in against Liverpool's #1,
Yeah.
Zach Gibson.
As you
and
can imagine,
Seamus
they got
Drake.
murdered.
Uh,
Great match, but they got murdered.
Yeah, Gibson and Drake took it.
Yeah.
We're running through stuff because we've only got a few minutes left and we want to concentrate on the highlight, which was, to be perfectly honest, the
This actually made my. I had actually. Everything that blew my balls off this week was NXT related.
of course it was.
Like, God. Lars versus
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee blew my balls off. It was great. Not happy with the result, but
I know.
you know my issues with that. We don't need to get into it. That was a great match. Devlin versus your man was a great match, and this was freaking awesome. Rhea Ripley, Toni Storm, women's finals.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely stonking match from both women.
There
Hard
was-
hitting.
Yeah, Toni Storm got thrown into the barricade.
I think she legit injured her back.
Yeah,
to be honest.
that suplex on the ring apron.
Oh,
that
she
was
landed
all
arseways.
in the small of the back.
All on the small of the back.
And then afterwards, you just had Rhea Ripley concentrating on it.
Yeah.
The entire match revolved around that injury, and then
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley concentrating on it. Toni Storm's inability to pull off certain stuff, including her Storm effect. Storm Zero or Storm?
Storm Zero.
Storm Zero. And just Rhea Ripley just being a dominating powerhouse.
Yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely dominating person. You actually don't like. I know you see how big she is compared to the other women, but you don't actually realize how big she is
see
until
her
you start
picking
standing
up.
beside. Till you see her going to hug Triple H,
Yeah.
because Triple H is 6'5", and she's nearly eye level with him.
Dude, it's
What is she, 6'2"?
See, here's the thing. If you look at her.
What is she, 6'2",
I
6'3"?
don't- No, I thought she was smaller. She's only like 5 something.
No, she must be. She Tony Storm's 5 something.
I was saying
She's
that.
towering over
I
Toni
was saying
Storm.
that ages ago, and then we heard. No, she is.
Dude, she's nearly eyeballing Triple H. She's 6 foot over. Easy.
I don't think so.
I'll put a message in the comments afterwards. We'll double check it.
I'm
No,
here
don't do it now.
for
We
it.
don't have time. We don't have time. We don't do it now.
Anyway, yeah.
She's fecking tall for a lady. There you go.
It's actually this. It's what I was going to say was if you look at her from the first Million Classic and the second one, it's actually her shoulders. She's got
She's massive.
a much more athletic kind of build, I think, in the first year, and I think she must have just gotten big into the weight training then.
Yeah,
And you can see it now. Even her style is different. She's much more.
she's a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like no more so concept. That I love the cloverleaf submission she has.
Like a scorpion deathlock cloverleaf.
Yeah, it's really good. And I think imagine if she just turned around and put the knee into the small of the back.
No, do you know where I think it
Or a
would
foot
work?
onto
Do you know
the
the way
head.
she has the cloverleaf hands and she has you bent over?
Yeah.
If she threw her leg over your back and around and bent you around the leg. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. And then you could actually stand on the back of the head with the other leg. Yeah.
All kinds of nasty.
All kinds of nasty. And she's a big enough woman to do it to anyone.
More importantly, her character works for that right as well.
Do you know what I had a flash of as well, which I think would be cool? Do you know Survivor Series next year?
Yeah.
Because there's different NXT brands now.
UK
her
versus-
and Baszler in a match together could be fecking unreal.
They give it to Baszler though.
It'd still be fecking unreal though.
Yeah.
Because the two of them would kick the shit out of each other. Like,
Yeah.
they will murder each other.
Actually, Rhea physically would probably be one of those.
She'd probably be bigger than her, I think.
I was going to say one of those few women wrestlers that would.
Oh,
be
she
able to
could.
get
She
away
could go
with
and
picking her
actually.
up
Oh,
and
she
throwing
could
her around.
manhandle her around the place.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. 100%.
That riptide is just insane.
Yeah. Well, like I mean, for what it is, it's not a crazy move, but it's just she's
It's
able to
the-
flip the little lady around so easily.
Yeah, it's the amount of
Force she hits you with.
Yeah,
Because
pretty much.
it's as she flips you off the shoulders into the powerbomb position out of the pump handle. It's like she grabs you by the chest and really pushes. It's like she grabs you by the chest and really pushes you down as she's
Yeah.
going for the bomb. It looks sore.
End of the day, the result of this match did take a lot of people by surprise, mainly because Toni Storm's reputation.
And Toni Storm winning the Mae Young Classic as well.
There's that. There's also how her performance in Mae Young year 1. Everything about it just screamed Toni Storm was getting the belt, and instead it went to Rhea Ripley, which did kind of take people by surprise. But at the same time,
I was
makes a lot-
happy. I would have been happy
Yeah.
to see either one with the belt.
Exactly, makes a lot of sense because to a certain degree, Toni Storm has got a reputation, so you can have her
You need to
chasing
build up
the
Rhea.
title.
Yeah.
You can have Rhea being this young, dominating women's champion that's just going to literally throw the majority of her
Yeah.
opponents.
Because there's no one in NXT UK to match her size wise at the moment. Oh no, there's that big lass. What's her name?
Viper?
Viper, I think.
No,
yeah.
she's in World of Sport.
Oh, okay.
Viper, Kaylee Ray. There's two other women that were in
Killer
Sport.
Kelly about the only one in the same size level as her, so.
No,
And
Killer Kelly is actually shorter than her.
no, I mean like as in kind of like they're both stocky,
Yeah, to a degree.
but
yeah.
Killer Kelly's got those massive football legs.
Yeah.
Do you know, like they're like you could tell that by the size of her legs. Like if that last kicks you in the face, you're gonna fucking feel it. Like,
Yeah.
do you know? But yeah, no, she'll be a powerhouse, dominating everyone for a while. I'd say.
Yeah, actually, it's looking
Double
back.
check time there just to make sure because we're running close to it.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Okay, we're gonna
Music and goodbyes.
Yeah, we're gonna draw it up there. As always, thanks for listening. Thanks to Limerick City Community Radio, your city, your station, your voice, your willingness to let us come in and do this. We should be back same wrestling time, same wrestling station
And
next
on
week.
YouTube as well, where this is where it's going to be happening now.
Apparently. If you want to hear more of us, then you can check us out every Sunday night on Facebook, where we also do a horror-based podcast called The Gorecast, which is more of our banter, basically on a different subject matter. Sometimes wrestling as well, though.
Yeah, well, the wrestling and horror, they all blend into the one show.
Yeah. To play us out for this week, of course, we're going to be going with the new the NXT UK Women's Championship.
The
theme
Mosh
song.
Pit Princess. Isn't
Uh,
it? Mosh Pit Princess?
Mosh
The Mosh Pit Kid. Sorry.
Yeah. So here is Rhea Ripley's intro, final straw. We should be back next week. So from the two of us, bye-bye.
Tulu. I gotta get a better outro. Ooh, that was close. Gotta get a better outro than fucking Tulu.
Fucking Ford,
Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys.